Vegan City, Ilocos Sur. Naragsak kami dito'y tata.
Did you miss us? Cause we missed you. This is the PVL. Welcome to Vegan City, Ilocos Sur. This is the PVL, Tipuso, Volleyball.
We are so back, and in case you guys forgot, here in the PVL, we like to have a little fun, which is why the PVL is on tour. And our first stop, Vegan City, Ilocos Sur, to bring you our opening games for our PVL on tour experience. Our first game, two teams with a lot of new and fresh additions. The Akari Chargers will face the Cignal HD Spikers. And our second game, the fans continue to pile here in Chavit Coliseum for Capital One Solar Spikers and of course, the Creamline Pool Smashers. Welcome back, PVL fans. We missed you so much. We see our Akari and our Cignal HD Spikers are ready to go in a few moments. As we see Jackie Acuna also ready to take a lead. And thank you for joining us on Pilipinas Live, One Sports and One Sports Plus. My name is Jaime Escalon with one of my favorite people in the world, Neil Patrick Flores. And apparently we have Jana Ejido here, who is so fun to travel with a lot of energy. Jana, how's your vegan experience so far?
Well, Jaime, we are so back indeed. Back from our Calesa ride. Diba? Na-enjoy nyo rin yung Kalya Crisologo and naabutan mo pa nga yung teams in their morning walk here in Vegan.
Yes, naabutan natin yan kanina. We'll go back to you later, Jana, for more stories because I want to kamustahin ko muna si Neil na madaming empanada naman ang kinain this morning. Neil, you know, there's a lot of questions. Ano ba mga mangyayari dito sa PVL on tour? By championship game ba? But care to share our highlights for this PVL on tour?
Well, Jaime, this tournament, this PVL on tour will officially kick off the PVL calendar. That's why we really have to explain the tournament format to all of our fans. So the 12 teams in the PVL were split into two pools. You can see the teams in Pool A. You can also see the teams in Pool B. And in this pool phase, the teams will go through a single round robin format. The top two teams of each pool will advance to the quarterfinals, and the bottom four teams will move to the knockout round. This is where it gets interesting. From this point out, it's going to be a one-game elimination round in this knockout round. Even in the quarterfinals and the semifinals, it's going to be a one-game elimination matchup. So the teams should stay sharp. They need to stay ready all the time. You can see the pairings on your screens from the quarterfinals to the semifinals until the final round. Battle for bronze and the gold medal round will also be a one-game elimination match.
I love what you said, Neil. These teams need to stay sharp because here in the preseason, you're trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work, what do you want to work. Just like the Akari Chargers. And talking about the Akari Chargers, Neil, it's not every day you lose your starting setter and head coach at the same time. So there's a lot of soul-searching here for the Akari Chargers.
That is correct. Medyo mabigat rin yung nawala sa kanila. Mitch Cobb decided to retire to focus on other things. But right now, she is the assistant team manager of Akari. Coach Taka Minoa also is not with the team already. Ang pumalit naman sa kanya ay isang bigating coach din in the collegiate ranks, Coach Tina Salak. But when you talk about the holdovers, they still have those big guns. They still have their go-to scorers in Ivy Laxina, Gretchen Soltones, and Ellie Soyed. And now, Justin Hazareno will be the team captain. And hindi lang yan, marami pa silang na-pick up from the rookie draft night, Jana. So I'm very excited to see the new face of the Akari Chargers.
That's right, Neil. And if you recall, the last time that we saw the Akari Chargers was in the All-Filipino Conference where they clinched their best result here in the league. It was a bronze medal finish to be proud of for the Akari Chargers. And like what you mentioned earlier, gentlemen, the team team has gone through so many adjustments in the off-season. Like what was mentioned earlier, Coach Tina Salak is at the helm, but this afternoon we'll be seeing Coach Edison Orculio at the sidelines. Well, their game captain, Ivy Lacsina, acknowledged how everyone is adjusting to a new system. Again, it includes a new coach at syempre yung mga bagong players na makakasama nila, especially after the events of draft night. But then again, for her and Akari, there's nothing wrong and nothing bad about embracing change. And syempre, I'm sure we're excited to see how that change will be impacting them today. Now, I'm sure Ivy Lacsina has more to say about this. So why don't we hear it from Ivy herself?
Syempre, una-una sa lahat, super nakaka-excite na mag-travel, ganon, and para ma-feel din namin kung paano mag-cheer yung mga taga-province, and hindi naman kasi lahat nakakapunta ng Manila. So, ito din yung chance para ma-meet namin sila personal. Hello po sa mga PVL fans. Unang-una po sa lahat, gusto po namin magpasalamat sa inyo sa pagsuporta niyo po sa amin, and sana po makita po namin kayong lahat ngayon at bukas dito sa Vegan. And ayun po, sa mga susunod pa po na games po namin.
Absolutely love that from Ivy Lacsina. I used to mention soul searching, where one player who has found her soul, who has found her identity slowly as outside spiker, Neil, is of course Ivy Lacsina.
That is correct. She is in full bloom in the past 2 years. She has been one of the go-to scorers for Akari, and 2 years na rin pala siyang outside hitter. Again, we know that she was originally a middle blocker in college, but she has blossomed to be one of the go-to outside hitters for Akari. You can see her All-Filipino Conference stats. 178 points in total. She was the 5th best scorer in the entire league, and she was also 6th in attacking. But she will need more support. And in that All-Filipino Conference, hindi lang naman siya ang pumupuntos. We also saw great numbers from their veteran in Eli Soyo.
Support ba ang usapan, Neil? Because now the Cignal HD Spikers have a lot of support. Their off-season has been busy, and I saw them walking as a team bonding 8:30 a.m. walking the streets of Calle Crisologo. What can we expect from the Cignal HD Spikers here in their PVL on tour, Neil?
We all know that Cignal weathered some big departures in that All-Filipino Conference with the departure of Ces Molina and Riri Meneses. But look at their new faces. You have an opposite hitter, a power hitter in Erica Santos, newly crowned UAAP queen in Erin Pangilinan, and a couple of rookies also, Jessa Ordiales and Pearl Denura will also help Coach Shaq in their campaign this conference. But when it comes to the holdovers, nandun pa rin yung mga main guns nila. You still have the main playmaker in Jel Cayuna. They're super rookie, hindi na pala rookie, si Ishi Lalong Isip, and one of their best middles in Jackie Acuña.
Well, that's right, Neil. And you know what? If you've been following the Cignal HD Spikers throughout the offseason, you could really say that they really stacked up coming into this PVL on tour that we have. At syempre, nakipagchikahan na kami ni Coach Shaq about it. He got to tell me everything about from getting Erica Santos to Erin Pangilinan and Tin Chamzon. But first, he told me that it was really that opposite spiker position that they are looking to fill out. So when they heard that Erica Santos is already released from her former team, PLDT, they wasted no time about it. And of course, Erin Pangilinan, we know her as the middle blocker from the NU Lady Bulldogs, the champion team. Coach Shaq tells me that Erica and Erin will be the 1-2 punch opposite spiker tandem for the Cignal HD Spikers. And he says that's something to look out for here in day one of the PVL on tour. But I'm sure that opposite spiker tandem duo, they're also going to be getting some help from some reliable outside spikers like Ishi Lalong Isip. Let's hear it from her.
Lang isip from the Cignal HD Spikers. Super excited. Bago na yung teammates ko and iba't iba yung location ng games namin ngayon. So may mga fans kami na makikita din dito. And gusto namin ipakita ko anong meron ng team namin ngayon. Yung comparison is mas maganda din kapag na-experience namin yung on tour kasi nakikita namin yung madami palang iba't ibang fans throughout the Philippines and nasi-share namin sa kanila yung experience namin and nadadala namin sa iba't ibang places yung volleyball. Hello sa lahat ng mga manonood today. It's our first game versus Akari. I hope you enjoy our game today and we will give our best for you to enjoy today. Thank you!
And don't we just love how Ishi Lalong Isip shined in her first year in the PVL? Parang kailan lang nga, sabi ni Neil, rookie siya. But Ishi was able to shine because of one specific maestro. That is why Erica Santos, Erin Pangalina need not to worry about fitting in. One of the best here, one of the premier here in the PVL is there to help them in Jel Cayuna.
That is correct. I think Jel Cayuna is the biggest reason actually kung bakit naging consistent yung Cignal even with the departure of some of their big names. She was named best setter 4 times already since 2022. So that just shows the immense talent that she has. And she continues to grow in the system of Coach Shaq. 4.6 excellent sets per set in the All-Filipino Conference. So I'm sure she's here for another best setter award probably.
And of course, we have our Pilipinas Live question of the day because I am sure these vegan fans are ready to erupt, Jana.
Exactly, you can feel it here inside the Chavit Coliseum, but we want to hear it from everyone watching us wherever you may be on the Pilipinas Live app and over on One Sports. But here on the Pilipinas Live poll question of the day, we are asking which team will capture the hearts of the vegan crowd this afternoon. Feel free to choose between the Cignal HD Spikers and the Akari Chargers on the Pilipinas Live app. Jaime, Neil, this is going to be an exciting opener for PVL on tour.
This is going to be an exciting one. How loud will vegan be here in Chavit Coliseum? And so, the stage is set. Akari Chargers, Cignal HD Spikers, right here on PVL on tour.
From the Chavit Coliseum in Vigan, Ilocos Sur, this is opening day of the PVL on Tour 2025. Our first matchup features the Akari Chargers and the Cignal HD Spikers. We now introduce our officials for this match. Our first referee, Jeff Lopez, international referee. The second referee is Joffer Educado, national referee. And now let's meet the starters. First for the Akari Chargers. Opposite hitter from Adamson University, number 24, team captain Eli Soyud. Outside spiker from the Far Eastern University, number 6, Chenny Tagaod. Center from the University of the Philippines, number 7, Camille Cal. Middle blocker from FEU, number 8, Ezra Madrigal. Middle blocker also from FEU, number 13, Sed Domingo. Outside spiker from the National University, number 16, Ivy Laxina. Starting libero from FEU, number 3, Max Huanco. And the interim head coach for Akari is Edison Orculio. And now the starters for the Cignal HD Spikers. Center from the Far Eastern University, number 22, team captain, Jel Cayuna. Middle blocker from the National University, number 2, Rose Doria Aquino. Outside spiker from De La Salle University, number 4, Tin Tiamzon. Outside spiker from Adamson University, number 6, Ishi Lalungisip. Opposite hitter from La Salle, number 8, Erica Santos. Middle blocker from NU, number 11, Jackie Acuna. And a starting libero from FEU, number 24, Buting Duremdes. Head coach for Cignal is Sheikh De Los Santos. And this game is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. This is the first matchup on the PVL on tour between the Akari Chargers and the Cignal HD Spikers. This is the PVL, the heart of volleyball.
Let's meet the starters for the Akari Chargers, of course led by Ivy Laxina. You will also see Chenny Tagaod make her debut here. And let's see if Kamui Kal can step up as the starting setter. She already was a starting setter a couple of conferences. As for the Cignal HD Spikers, we are seeing some debuts as well with Tin Tiamzon and Erica Santos, their new additions to this revitalized lineup, of course led by their star setter Angel Cayuna. Welcome to Chavit Coliseum. First day of the PVL on tour in Vigan City, Ilocos Sur. Jaime Escalon, Neil Flores, and Jana Ejido at the sidelines. Welcome back, Neil. And first things first, Vigan crowd slowly getting at it here at the first set. We're just at our first point as they are enjoying some volleyball action here. Cayuna still serving. With an error there. Shaq De Los Santos. A lot of new pieces to work with, Neil. And this would be a good time to try to find the pieces to that puzzle.
That's correct. And guess this is really the perfect opportunity for the teams to try new rotations, to try different combinations. Because this is the preseason tournament. It's not yet the official start of the regular season. Walang alas players ang makakalaro because it's national team season.
Tiamzon, dug by Ravenna. Back set, Soyud gets it off the block. Eli Soyud, last conference, was a game changer in her confidence.
This is going to be the deadly duo in Akari Chargers. We have Ivy Laxina on the left pin. Also have Eli Soyud on the right side.
First pass to Tiamzon. Shoots it to Rose Doria Aquino.
Kayuna getting creative right there. The pass was a bit far, but she was still able to deliver that ball to Doria Aquino.
Another good thing about the preseason, if you're Tin Tiamzon, try to get that conditioning, that flow back inside the Taraflex. In the meantime, Ivy Laxina, that's inside. He's serving 2 now. And Ivy Laxina has a big task, especially with some departures. Doria Aquino, dug by Ivy. The set to Tagao, drop ball. Ishi was there. And that will be a point for Chen Tagao, according to our first referee, as Jana Ejido is ready for report. Jana?
As we say welcome back to the PVL, why don't we also say welcome back to the players that are playing pro volleyball once again. And for the Cignal HD Spikers, that is indeed Tin Tiamzon. And of course, the UAAP champion pedigree of Tin Tiamzon has never died. Now, Jaime and Neil, she's been a free agent since last year. And over that period, lagi nang nangungumusta yung Cignal coaches sa kanya about playing pro once again. Tin played volleyball sparingly during her free time when she was in Canada, but she's been working hard, getting conditioned, getting to know her teammates all around the Cignal HD Spikers. But once again, a UAAP champion is a UAAP champion, and that's so exciting to see and to look out for as we welcome back Tin Tiamzon to the pro volleyball court here in the Philippines. Hi, Menio.
Thank you, Jana. Welcome back indeed, Tin Tiamzon. Good hustle by Akari, but just not enough. And Tin Tiamzon's next mission is try to get Cignal a PVL championship. 2-point lead now for the Akari Chargers. Here's Doria Aquino set to serve. That one with the help of the net. Madrigal will play setter. And Eli Soyud with point number 2.
They continue to go to their top scorer in Eli Soyo. This is now a 3-point lead for the Akari Chargers.
I like the start, Neil, of the Akari Chargers here. Kayuna, a setup to Erica Santos. That opposite spiker.
Wearing a different shade of red this time. That's officially her second point as a Cignal HD Spiker. Kaya naman pala nagmadali yung Cignal na makuha to after ma-release.
They wasted no time getting a player like Erica Santos who averaged double figures in that last conference. And are you not excited for the rookies just like Chen Tagaod?
One of the many rookies that we'll see here in the PVL on tour, Chenny Tagaod, fresh off the UAAP, getting her first point as well.
Of course, coached under Tina Salak. It's not with us today just yet. But you just know there's that continuity between Tagaod and Coach T. Meanwhile, Lalong Isip, set back. Kayuna says, try again. Laxina with a coverage. Tagaod will attempt. Tiamzon covers to the slide. And was there a check? Yes, there was for Jackie Acuna.
That's really the biggest advantage of Cignal HD heading into this conference. They really have deadly middles. Both are good on offense and defense. And yung tempo ng mga slide attacks ni Jackie Acuna, mahirap talaga bantayan. So Akari really has to read the sets of Jel Kayuna well.
A 3-0 run here for the HD Spikers. Good first pass. Domingo slide. Dorendes with a great pop-up. Tiamzon straight to the hands of Ivy. Tagaod will counter. Cross-court kill.
Another confidence-boosting hit for Chenny Tagaod. Hinog na for the PVL, getting her second point as a Charger, getting past the 2 lines of defense of Cignal HD.
Straight from the Final Four. Chen Tagaod.
Service error though for Tagaod, which means we are tied at 7. Nice to see Coach Edison Ortulio wearing pink.
Actually, hindi lang players or composition yung na-revamp, even the coaching staff of the Akari Chargers. You can also see the head coach of Ateneo right there, Vince Mangulabnan.
That's a stacked coaching staff. Emil Cal gives Akari a 1-point lead. Technical timeout here. The Akari Chargers still looking for their first championship here in the PVL, but just take a look at the improvements each season. They are now in the podium, and that last podium finish, Neil, was quite impressive, going from the bottom to the top.
It was still a good year for the Akari Chargers. Bronze in the All-Filipino, silver in the Reinforced, even though they didn't place in the Invitationals. Maganda pa rin yung pinakita nila, and they're hoping to build on that momentum heading into the 2025 season. And yun naman ang goal ng every team. They really want to get that elusive championship. They're adding the right pieces. They're gaining more experience. Pag tinitingnan ko nga yung bench ng Akari ngayon, grabe. Ang dami pang hindi naglalaro. You have Faith Nisperos, Erica Raagas, Justin Nazareno, and Fifi Sharma. So that's a stacked lineup for the Akari Chargers.
But in the meanwhile, Ellie Soyud says, "But I am right here."
Now we can see the difference in the offense of Akari and Cignal. For Akari, they've been going to their wings a lot. But for Cignal, Jel Cayuna has been trying to establish the presence of their middles. Doria Aquino and Jackie Acuña already have points on the board.
The lead is back to 3. Not the best of receives. Back row soft touch for Santos. Domingo almost. A chance here for the HD Spikers. Santos from the back row.
You do not give Erica Santos an open block.
Slowly finding her footing here with 3 points now, Neil. That one lethal from the back row. This spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin, pasalubong ng bayan. 2-point lead for Akari still. Soyud drops it down.
She's scoring from all corners of the court, from the front row to the back row. Ellie Soy just saw that ball behind the first line of defense of the HD Spikers.
Like you said, Neil, you just know Ellie Soyud's confidence is at its peak. Laxina Berendes keeps it alive, but Laxina was there with a put down.
Lead is now at 4 for the Chargers. That will force Coach Shaq to call for time.
Okay? Tapos execute tayo ng play. Okay? Tapos tibay tayo sa ilalim. Medyo nawawala tayo, ha? Okay, go.
Governor Jerry Singson on your screens with Sir Ricky Palou. Has a 4-point lead now for the Akari Chargers. They've been targeting Tiamzon for that first pass. Santos tried to roll. Laksina with great defense at the net.
Passing has been the issue for the Cignal HD Spikers here in set number 1.
Let's see if they continue to target Tin Tiamzon. Of course, this may take time, that adjustment. Better first pass. Tiamzon slowed down by the blockers. From the opposite side, Soyud. Too much power on that one. That's Coach Edison Orculio, assistant coach, newly instated assistant coach. Son now serving. Madrigal, power tip. Naiangat, but a free ball for the Chargers. Cal back set, Soyud. Ding Dorendes has been everywhere. That leads to a Lalong Isip hit.
Ishi Lalong Isip also had a great year in 2024. She was the first round pick of the HD Spikers, and grabe yung emergence niya when they needed somebody to step up. It was Ishi Lalong Isip who delivered.
One of the surprises from that rookie batch. Laksina using her left. Tiamzon back row. She got that one to bite.
There's a lot of championship experience from Tin Tiamzon. So I know she's just really excited na makabalik here in the PVL. This is a different time. It's very competitive.
Paano ngayon siniserve? Paano mo siniserve? Diba? Short. Tapos wala namang masyadong karge. Tapos balikan natin ang bola. Na-atake. Nag-counter sila. Pag-counter nila, paano ina-atake? Talon yung huling contact. Paano? Tinulog lang na gano'n. Baka dapat isa lang lang. Okay? Tapos dahan-dahan sa pasa. Isip.
Ate, huwag natin minsan doon. Isa na lang.
$13 to 11 is the score. Some very specific instructions there, Nia, from Coach Edson Orculio. Erica Santos has been one of the main gunners here in set number 1. Tagaod, misreceived. Chance ball signal. Cayuna the set. Erica Santos off Laksina's hands.
Totoo nga yung sinabi ni Coach Shaq. She will really be one of the go-tos of Cignal HD in this upcoming regular season.
Cignal trims this lead down to 1 again. A high set for Ivy. Cayuna sweeping. Santos squeezes it past through the double block. Another try for Cignal. As goes Doria Aquino with a punisher.
That has been the play for Cignal HD. Perfect man yung pasa or medyo off na ihahatid ng maayos ni Jel Cayuna papunta sa mga middles niya.
Not a good idea to give Jel Cayuna multiple free balls. A setter of that caliber.
At this point, she's just flexing her ball control.
Laksina sending it to the back. Santos. Cal with a put up. Soyud got the check.
Ellie Soyud went through the shorter blocker. That was the right choice.
Grabe din yung emergence ni Ellie Soyud, especially last conference. Had a 30-point game, Neil. Question is, what's next for Ellie Soyud? Like you said, that's been the go-to play.
A quick, B quick, short slide, back quick, lahat na, you name it, she can do it. Ang sarap siguro sa pakiramdam when you're a middle and ang kakampi mo ay si Jel kayo na all you need is to go for your approach. Kahit siguro nakapikit ka sa sakto yung bola sa kamay mo.
Kaya nga sa pre-game, diba, Deal? The maestro. Perfectly said. Kayuna. That one could not connect with Jackie Acuna. A rare one, that is.
That one was a bit high for Jackie Acuna, but she is human after all.
One-point lead here for the Akari Chargers. Kayuna tosses it to Ishii, going deep corner. Bullseye there for Ishii.
You can feel the resistance from the HD Spikers. They were down by 4 points a while ago, and now we're tied at 15 apiece.
Another deadlock at 15. And Domingo and Cal could not connect, which leads us to a technical timeout held by Cignal here. Still in their quest for their first PVL championship as the process continues here for the Cignal HD Spikers. But redefinition, they are redefining with a lot of new players and improving the rookies, or not rookie anymore, in Ishii Lalong Isip. And of course, waiting for Vanny Gandler with her last duties. This could be the year, maybe, 2025 for Cignal.
Cignal HD also came close to a championship twice last year. In the reinforced conference, they were eliminated by Creamline in a classic semifinals clash. And in the invitational conference, they met Creamline again, but they settled for silver. They were victims to a couple of upset games in the All Filipino Conference, and they settled for 9th place. But they really want to go for it this season.
If they are to go for it, there's one player who has to step up even more. Gandler, Ishii, and of course now Erica Santos at the opposite side. Iba nga ang ngiti ni Coach Shaq lately eh. Kasi dalawa na yung opposite spiker. You have Erin, who's still waiting to see action for the first time, one of their prized rookies. Soyud will try. Soyud has been automatic from that right pin.
She's currently the top scorer for the Akari Chargers. Here comes the double sub for Coach Edison Orculio. Bonafe will set for Akari. Camille Victoria will play as an opposite hitter. Bea Bonafe is coming from the Creamline Cool Smashers. It's a new era for her.
Wearing a different shade of pink now, as her team down by 1. The bump set, Lalong Isip, neutralized at the net. Bonafe will set, Tagaod. And the rally continues, Lalong Isip, checked once again. Tagaod going behind the blockers, but Lalong Isip was there. Tiamzon from the back row.
In Tiamzon, scoring from that out-of-system pipe attack.
Welcome back row for Team Tiamzon.
Just enough power to get it through the double block of the Chargers.
2-point lead now for Cignal. A wet spot inside the floor. And we continue with Lalong Isip serving. Usually Lalong Isip, one of our more animated players here, Neil, in the PVL. That one is tight to the net. Cignal, who was trailing most of the set by 3, now has opened up a 3-point lead.
That was an overset from Bonafé.
Pagaot. Pinalik.
Monster block from the Cignal HD Spikers.
There's that Cignal blocking you missed. Credit that, Jel Cayuna. And the timeout is called here. It's Cignal up by 4.
Ngayon, kung ano yung adjustment yung nagagawin sa loob, pwede naman kahit ano. Ang kailangan lang magpag-usapan natin kung paano. Tulad doon, pumapalo. Wala sa timing yung back row. Tinutulak yung bola, dalawa po block. Tapos pag block mo, ganyan. Baka dapat ganun lang. Tapos yung dumidepensa sa ilalim, baka kailangan basa.
Okay.
Di ba? Dahan-dahan nyo lang natin. Pasa lang ulit, pasa lang. Pasa lang muna, pasa.
Coming off that Akari Chargers timeout, looking to regroup. Cignal has stepped up the gas after a 15-point at mid-set. Isip continues to serve here. Domingo with the slide. Tiamzon will chase for that set. And it's still alive. Cal will go to Soyud. Dorendes with a great save. From the open, Tagaod straight to Ishi. Counter Tiamzon. Not in here, said Domingo.
Nowhere to go for Team Tiamzon, says Seth Domingo. She was all over that ball. Chelkirna didn't have any other options. So Akari really saw it coming.
So we're seeing some monster blocks for both Cignal and Akari.
Rachel Soltones will now replace Chen Tagaod, back row.
Right in between Ishi and Buding. Perfect target there for Soltones.
Great substitution from Coach Edison Orgulio. Instant point from Gretchen Soltones.
Still down by 2. Erica.
Another lethal back row attack. It was another open block from the Akari Chargers. You have to understand that that back row attack
Of Erica Santos is now part of the system of the HD Spikers. So you need to put at least one defender up front.
Abel has entered. Laksina. The door was shut. Cayuna shoots it to Tiamzon. Oh! Cayuna flows.
The coverage was there for Tiamzon. Judith Abil was able to pick that ball up from the block. There was no follow-up on the second touch.
Kneeling set for Tiamzon.
Points right at Kayuna, saying that's the set I wanted.
Quick recovery from the Cignal HD Spikers. They're just 3 points away from bagging the first set.
There's that point. I would smile too if my setter was Jel Kayuna, Neil, who now has a full front line for the HD Spikers. A service error for Jel Kayuna, and so the lead is back down to 2.
This is a strong front line for the HD Spikers. They're hoping to get an immediate break point from this Cal serve.
Kayuna will go opposite for Erica. Laksina covers the net. Erica reloads. Cal was there. Ravenna will give a high ball. Kayuna loves these, but Sultanes was there for the coverage. Soyud will counter and puts it away.
That was the correct set for Cal. Every time you have Ellie Soyud in the front line, you have to maximize her presence. Doria Aquino was late for the close-up. Point for Akari.
Kailangan niya execution ng play, dapat mas okay. Alam niyo lahat, pati ba ko, punta tayo, okay? And then, tingin tayo doon sa pagbalik ng bola, ready agad sa block sa depensa. Pero kung kaya natin kumuha ng puntos galing sa pasa, sa first ball, kakatake tayo better, okay? Kuha mo na. Focus nyo sa sarili nyo, kaya yan, ha?
The timeout was a distress call by Coach Shaq De Los Santos because the Akari Chargers find themselves within reach, down by 1. As we have Faith Nisperos also with Alas duties, along with Justine Hazareno and Fifi Sharma. In the meantime, Jel Kayuna goes to her middle. A chance to tie for Akari. Laksina. Ibinigay kay Soyud. Tiamzon using her blocker's hands for a much-needed point.
Saw the change in strategy from Team Tiamzon. A while ago, she got blocked by the wall of Akari, but this time around, she just utilized the right hand of Ellie Soyud, and that was coming off a broken play.
There's one thing you can't take away from Team Tiamzon, it's instincts, Neil. 2 away for Cignal. Laksina. Good save for the HD Spikers. Soyud with the drop ball, but Durendes keeps it alive. But wait a minute.
There's a challenge on the floor. It's going to be a floor touch challenge.
Let's see if that Durendes pancake save was clean.
So far, it has been a competitive first set. Both teams had their moments to shine.
Nice to see Buding Durendes as well get her minutes here. It's been a while.
She will be assisted by the rookie Pearl Denura, who was picked up by Cignal after the rookie draft night.
There it is. Ah, yes.
That was really floor touch. Good challenge there from Akari.
Still a tight first set here. As Akari down by 1. Looking for the deadlock. Lalong isip. Kept alive by Laksina. Tiamzon dives. Rejected by Madrigal. Lalong isip. Still not there. Soyun will try. And that is out of bounds as Cignal arrives at set point.
There might be another challenge from Coach Edison Orculio. It is going to be a block touch challenge.
Another crucial challenge here, Neil. We'd like to thank those joining us for Pilipinas Live, One Sports Plus, and of course those watching live here in Vegan. Our first day of PVL on tour, and looks like there is no block touch, which means is an unsuccessful challenge, which means Cignal is at set point. They need a big one. And so Tones answers the call.
First attempt, first point for Gretchen Soltones.
On phase with a double block. Cayuna, tough back.
Oh.
Erika Santos, welcome to the HD Spikers.
What a fitting end for the first set. Look at that again. Erika Santos, practically a free block up front.
As this is brought to you by Myra, the Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. Erika Santos says, no, 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 we will get set number one here for Cignal.
Player highlights, we got you covered. Subscribe now to the PVL YouTube channel.
Both teams were hanging in the balance until the Cignal HD Spikers stepped up late in that set. And it was a balanced effort. You can tell they're still trying to get their legs here back in the PVL, but you like it from Cignal, the chemistry with Erika Santos as well, Neil.
I agree. In the first half of set number one, Akari controlled the match, but when defense kicked in for the HD Spikers, that was the time that they were able to erase that lead and put up a lead of their own. Cynthia Mzon had her moment. She had a couple of hits from the left side and the back row. But the star of the show in set number one was really Erika Santos. That's just her introduction as an HD Spiker. And she was already able to rack up 5 or 6 points.
Well, in the off-season, it was quite clear for Coach Shaq, as Jana mentioned, they were looking for a opposite hitter Well, they got an elite one in Erica Santos. So the Cignal HD Spikers now with a 1-set-to-none lead. Let's see if the Akari Chargers can bounce back here. Gretzel Soltones was a bright spot there in set number 1.
In set number 1, Cignal had more attack points, 18 attack points to be specific compared to the 15 of Akari. So hindi na rin masama, konti lang naman yung agwat. Akari had more blocks and more aces compared to Cignal, but they also had more errors. So that's 5 unforced errors for the Akari Chargers, only 3 for the HD Spikers. So dun talaga nagkatalo sa dulo. Dun sa mga free points na ibinigay nila sa isa't isa. In the second set, we're seeing the same starters for the HD Spikers, but for the Akari Chargers, Gretchen Soltones will start and Chen Tagaon will come off the bench.
As we welcome you to set number 2, live here in the Chavit Coliseum, the newly opened Coliseum in Vegan City. Ravenna will play secondary setter. Laxina's cross-court hit will not bite. Still waiting for Ivy Laxina to get that run as well. But Neil, let me ask you this, with Jel Cayuna, how are you liking that chemistry so far with both Tiamzon and Erica Santos? This is the first time we are seeing this.
Sa mga galing na setter kagaya ni Jel Cayuna, kahit sino ipasok mo, makukuha din niya yung preferred sets nila. Like that. That's another point for Erica Santos.
Exhibit A for Erica Santos.
So it's more of siya yung nag-a-adjust dun sa gusto ng spiker, not the other way around.
Erica Santos already closing in a double-digit game. And now you're just waiting for Vanny para makompleto yung triangle and hopefully make a championship run. Cignal always a favorite to get that PVL championship. Soyud will get the point there.
There's also a net violation from the HD Spikers.
Erica, soft touch. A high toss for Soltones. Soltones. Collision there by two Cignal players. Got a rally here. Madrigal will play setter again. A back set for Erica Santos. He just finds a perfect target as we turn it over to Jana Ejido.
When I got to speak with the Akari Chargers, I was told that quote-unquote slowly but surely is going to be the theme for them, at least at the start of this conference, the PVL on tour. Given the adjustments that we mentioned at the top of the broadcast earlier, Jaime and Neil, and this was an emphasis for their rookies like Chen Tagaon, who started this match. And it's an adjustment to the system and to life as a pro, fresh from her career with the FEU Tamaraos. But for Chen and the rookies, it's also adapting to the level of maturity to keep playing at the pro level. Now with a tight first set earlier, maybe slowly but surely could also be the theme for the Chargers in this match. What do you think, Jaime and Neil, given the score here in set 2?
So Jana, kami ni Neil are adapting naman to your level of youth. But speaking of Chen Tagaon, that's a good point, no? You have to adapt to that different level of maturity here in the pro level.
It's very different, talking about the difference of the pro and the collegiate ranks. So they have to adjust quickly. Kasi mabilis talaga yung pace ng laro dito.
Madrigal has been playing setter here. The ball has been landing on her. Soltones dug by Budin. The elevation by Lalong Isip. But the denial there by Eli Soyud. Check that, that's Domingo. He's got the block.
Second kill block, unofficially, for said Domingo.
Toss to Ishii. Side out there for Cignal.
Just squeezing that ball through that tight double block set up by Akari.
Ayuna makes those sets look so easy, Nonyo.
Running sets, still sets, name it. She's very stable.
Not the best of receives. Laksina will improvise. Kayuna will set. And Jackie Acuna was dug by Ivy. Kayuna, combination. Santos just playing it intelligently.
First combination play for the HD Spikers. Right now, yun yung nagiging difference between Cignal and Akari. For Akari, we haven't seen a lot of sets to the middle. Most of the sets have been given to Gretchen Soltones, Ivy Laksina, and Ellie Soyud. But for Jel Kayuna, she really tries her best to activate her middles. Kahit na meron siyang go-to in Erika Santos.
Soltones, another free ball. Kayuna loves these. And that is exactly why, my friend.
Pasa ko, atake ko. Sabi ni Jackie Acuna. Short slide, very effective for the HD Spikers. So if Akari also wants to set up their middles, they really have to improve on their passing because it has been erratic.
Lalong Isip got the bounce from the defender's hands, and it's a quick and swift start for the HD Spikers, up by 4.
This time it's Cignal HD with an early lead.
Victoria's in for Ellie Soyud. Soltones challenging the blockers. That one, a much needed point care of Soltones.
I love how Gretchen Soltones looked at the block first before she made a decision on that last swing. Target was locked sa right hand ni Erika Santos. They get a break point.
Over received. Thank you for that gift.
Samuel Cal joining the scoring picture for the Chargers of that overpass.
Akari with a 2-0 run. Good serve. Another regalo. So good service here for Akari.
That's back-to-back attack points for Kamoy Cal. Great serving also from Camp Victoria. They're really targeting the outside hitters of Cignal HD.
After a slow start to the set, just down by 1 now, the Akari Chargers. Lalong Isip. Could not connect. Victoria back hit. Quick hit by Jackie. Soltones na naman.
She's such an effective hitter. And she's not choosy with the sets. Just need to put that ball up for Gretchen Soltones and she will really find a way to score for your squad.
Soltones has led the charge after a slow start. A 4-0 run for Akari. And ending that run is Jackie Acuna, who sends us to our first technical timeout. Best 2 words in sports. Game 7. Watch the winner-take-all finals match between the Indiana Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder this June 23, Monday, 8 a.m. live on NBA TV Philippines, One Sports, RPTV, and Filipinas Live app. Exciting yan, Neil. NBA action. Ikaw kanina ka, Indiana or OKC?
OKC, syempre.
Confidently answered. As back to the action here, Gretzel Sultones has been the main character here in set number 2 after a 3-7 start. They find themselves down by 1. Erica Santos now on deck to serve.
Three-point for the Akari Chargers of that Santos error.
Here we have to improvise with this lalong isip hit. Cal chases to set it to Ivy. Dorendes pops it up. Lalong isip, low fly zone. Ball is with Akari. Domingo, pancake save by Buding. Back row hit for Erica. Battle at the net. Is won by the Cignal HD Spikers. Is that a net touch?
Yep, there was a net violation on Kamoy Cal.
Ayun. Clear as day, that right hand. Slide, Domingo. Domingo slowly finding her groove here.
Yep. They need more of that so that they can split the blockers of the HD Spikers.
Sharp serve. No coverage there after that Laxina check as Acuna scores on another slide.
That's her favorite play. Mapa-short man or long slide. It's the same result for the HD Spikers.
Acuna could not get a handle of that volleyball. Good play there for Ezra Madrigal.
Cal is starting to set up her middle. That's 2 slide attacks for the Chargers.
This is not the first time we saw Cal be a starting setter. Tiamzon, triple block. Unfazed is Tin Tiamzon.
That is one of the many plays in the Jel Cayuna playbook. A while ago, it was a combination play sa gitna for Erica Santos. This time, it was for Tin Tiamzon. The 3-woman wall was there though for the Akari Chargers. Pero merong mga konting gaps in between them. Kaya lumusot yung bola.
Good serve by Cayuna. Chance ball, Cignal. Cayuna. Tinatanong pa ba yun?
Giving a free ball will always be the biggest mistake that you can make when you're up against the HD Spikers. We know that Jel Cayuna loves to play with speed. So when you give her a direct underhand free ball, automatic, she will have 4 options on the floor.
And now a lot of options with the full front line. Laxina's cross won't work. Tiamzon. There's that instinct you were talking about.
Yun naman ang hindi mawawala sa isang Tin Tiamzon. The volleyball IQ is still there. Didn't get the perfect set. But she just went for a top shot.
Sold it perfectly. Short on that slide, which they've been trying more here in our second set. So Cignal now has a 4-point lead. The timeout will be called by the Akari Chargers.
Anong gagawin ng spiker? Eh kanina inaatake nila block ng block, di ba? Ngayon ang gagawin, off spin, drop ball, yun ang nangyayari. Ngayon, sa block okay tayo. Yung ilalim ang kailangan natin trabahuin. Tapos pag umaatake tayo, yung timing mismo. Kailangan umaabot naman sa kanya eh. Atakehin na natin ang tama ulit. Okay? Sagayin lang natin, lalayo ulit yan. Ha? Tara, sagayin natin.
Wala yung usap tayo. Laban tayo.
Let's go.
(14-10) is the count. Cignal HD Spikers with a 1-set-to-none lead. And Rose Doria Aquino, Jackie Acuña, they've been activated here to no surprise by Jel Cayuna. Cal will chase. Ishi, Cayuna, Doria Aquino.
That's another free ball from the Akari Chargers. So you know what's next. Pag nagbigay ka ng chance. And when Jel Cayuna has 3 attackers up front, papaisip ngayon yung mga blockers ng Akari. Do we guard the middle or do we wait for a combination?
Nice defense by Ishi. As Tiamzon has been working around those blockers of Akari. Heading now to our second technical timeout.
On tour, we are here in Vegan City and I am here with Akari's team captain, Justine Hazareno. Just, nakwento mo na sa akin na gumala na raw yung Akari Chargers dito sa Vegan. Saan ba kayo pumunta?
Around dito lang po sa Calle Crisologo and then umikot lang kami kasi yung hotel namin malapit lang din talaga. Nasa gitna kami ng Calle Crisologo.
And we are here at the Chavit Coliseum. Tell me naman about the receptions ng fans, ng Ilocano fans dito sa Vegan.
Sobrang nakaka-overwhelming and nakaka-heartwarming kasi sobrang daming fans na sumusuporta sa PVL and yon. Sobrang salamat po sa mga fans na dito sa Ilocos.
And finally, my day 2 pa bukas. I'm sure na meron pang mga things na gusto nyong ma-experience dito.
Hindi pa namin na-experience yung sumakay ng kalesa kaya bukas abangan nyo.
Abangan namin ha. Pero Jaime and Neil, balita ko nagkalesa na rin kayo.
Sana.
Yes, Jana. Kasama ka who wanted to drive the kalesa kanina. But sana ma-experience nila yan, Neil. So much to experience here in Vegan City, Ilocos Sur. The food has been great. And right now we're enjoying some volleyball action. Although Cignal has been in control here in set number 2.
And this is just the first of many stops of our PVL on tour. So you can check our schedule. Baka pupunta kami sa province nyo.
Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. You can check it at the PVL website if we are going to a city near you. In the meantime, Down by 7. Wangko, another free ball. Let's see what Kayuna does here. Gel. Lalong isip. That's automatic.
Cignal HD is in full control here in the second set. They just needed some time to adjust in the first set. Parang kinapa nila kung paano naglalaro yung Akari. Then when they understood the defensive pattern of the Chargers, everything started to go right.
Ngayon, yung puntusan na ganyan, ready tayo dyan. Ang kailangan na natin, isa-isahin lang, 1 point na tayo. Tapos sabahan natin yung pasensya natin sa nangyayari. Pangit yung pasa, ano gagawin natin sa set? Tataas lang, tapos discard natin sa atake. Tapos ulitin lang natin ulit. Okay, habaan lang natin yung pasensya natin sa game. Tara, kaya lang, kaya lang. Isa-isa lang.
Girls, kapag bumababa yung score natin, huwag tayo tumigil sa pagsasalita.
Pasensya!
Let's go.
Looking for more energy there. Akari Chargers, take a look at this frame right there. Still some talents that we are waiting to see. That have their alas duties, of course. But this would be a good time, Neil, for players who don't usually get playing time to see action in the Taraflex.
That's correct. And we're still waiting for those substitutions in this game. Oh, wow. Another miscue for the Akari Chargers. General rule, second ball will always be the setter's ball unless humingi siya ng tulong. Cal was right in front of that ball. It's now a 9-point lead for the HD Spikers.
Soltones rejected at the net.
Right now, Akari just needs to focus on their pass.
Ten-point lead now for Cignal. Seeing Arsene inside for the first time. Another one of those additions. Parang gumagana yung morning walks ng Cignal. I saw them at 8:30 a.m. They were walking around Calle Crisologo. Tapos I think yung iba nag-church din. Nice team bonding here in PVL on tour. Akari giving another free ball. But this time, Cignal not able to connect.
And miscues are just piling up for the Chargers. Lead is at 11 for the Cignal HD Spikers.
You know, these are the things that you could try to push forward from, yung adversity, being down by 11. Buding will bump it to Santos. Erica Santos doing a bit of everything here as this spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin' Pasalubong ng Bayan.
Ito na iniintay mo, Jaime. Erin Pangilinan checked in for the very first time. The rookies are on the floor for both Akari and Cignal HD.
Fresh off a championship. Villena is also inside for Akari. So 2 points away for the Cignal HD Spikers here. So just error. And just like that, set point for Cignal. Cal. Soltones. Just perfect target on Ethan Arce. Well, Soltones, I mean, it's been quite the struggle here for Akari, but she has been that bright spot they've been working with.
She's really trying her best to convert these out-of-system sets. Cignal HD will have 11 set points.
Good first pass. Back set. Pangilinan was covered by Danny. Soltones with back-to-back points.
Sharp cross, good to go for Gretchen Soltones. That's back-to-back points for the Lady Bees. They need to try to get more momentum.
Cayuna looking to put an end, not just yet. Soltones, drop ball. Cayuna was ready. Pangilinan, welcome to the PVL.
And welcome to the HD Spikers. Erin Pangilinan, from being a middle blocker in the collegiate ranks to becoming an opposite hitter here in the pros.
This is brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. Erin Pangilinan putting an end to set number 2 as her team now with a 2-0 lead. (25-23, 25-14) in convincing fashion. Cignal HD Spikers taking set number 2. Why don't you summarize that set for us, Neil?
Cignal HD just maximized all the free balls given to them by the Akari Chargers. Akari had a lot of miscues on that second ball. And yung mga play nila, paminsan nagkakalituhan din sila. But you also have to give credit to the services of Cignal. Mabigat din kasi yung siniserve ni Cignal. Kaya nahihirapan din yung Akari to set up their own play. Rachel Soltones tried her best to score more for the Akari Chargers. Pero mahirap talaga pag yung nasa kabilang side ng court, lahat pumupuntos. You can see a balanced effort from the HD Spikers as they garnered 17 attack points. And Cignal only, the Akari Chargers only had 9. But in set number 1, Akari registered 15 attack points. Nawala din yung serving and blocking ng Akari, and they had more errors once again compared to the HD Spikers.
Let's see if Akari could have more to give here in set number 3. Because the body language medyo nawala din Neil there in set number 2. Other than Gretel Sultones was trying to lead by example, but with Cignal HD Spikers, we saw glimpses of their new players in set number 2. With Erin Pangilinan getting that finishing kick, Ethan Arce, but you like what you're seeing from Erica Santos, you like what you're seeing from Tin Tiamzon connecting with Jel Cayuna, pero yun nga lang, medyo madami talagang free ball binigay sa 4-time best setter.
Akari really needs to challenge the defense of Cignal more instead of giving a free ball. They can still go for an attack. Kahit i-target nila yung corners, they can go for those open spaces para kahit papano hindi direct free ball yung ibibigay nila sa Cignal HD. Coach Shaq is looking to finish their first game strong by fielding in the same starters. For the Akari Chargers, Camille Victoria will start, and she will be one of the middle blockers of the Chargers. Sometimes she plays middle, sometimes she plays opposite. It's going to be the trio of Sultones, Soyud, and Laksina in the wings.
Speaking of Laksina, still waiting for her to make that big impact in the game. But we welcome you to set number 3. Here in Vigan City, Ilocos Sur, Jaime Escolon, Neil Flores, and Jana Ejido. It's our first game of 2. Later on, we have the Creamline Cool Smashers versus the Capital One Solar Spikers for PVL on tour. Saan nyo pa kaya makikita si Neil Flores? Sa Mindanao, sa Luzon, or sa Visayas pa? Right now, Cignal continues their momentum as they score the first point. Sultones, Torrendes reaching. Tiamzon with some power. Sultones locks in. Sultones again. It's still in play. Gretzel will keep on trying. Torrendes dadalhin kay Santos. Cross-court hit by Erica Santos.
Efficiency is off the roof for Erica Santos. Doesn't feel like bagong-bago siya sa Cignal HD. The connection is instantly there between her and Jel Cayuna.
It's like the shoe fits. Erica being with Cignal, but a service error there for Cayuna. And if you're Akari, Neil, well, this is the best time to try to figure things out in the off-season because the PVL on tour is in the off-season right now. Jana Ejido is ready. What's going on there, Jana?
Well, Jaime and Neil, you were raving about how Erin Pangilinan delivered that hinder to deliver set 2 for the Cignal HD Spikers. And this I got to talk about with Coach Shaq on Erin's potential as an opposite spiker. And well, we were raving also about that opposite spiker duo sharing that duty with Erica Santos, and it is as good as advertised given their first game together. Now, though we know Erin as a champion middle blocker for NU, she has played as an opposite before, and Coach Shaq said it was easy to tap into that potential, telling me Erin has championship experience. She can handle pressure, she has the skills, and she is a leader. So Jaime and Neil, it already looks like a bright future ahead for the 6th overall pick of the PVL 2025 draft. Erin Pangilinan, back to you.
Thank you so much, Jana. Well, they already got 1 steal last year as Ishi is becoming a star. I think Erin Could be right there. And Akari now will get another point here.
Ivy Laxina really needs to get her numbers. She has been checked by the defense of the HD Spikers. Kaya medyo na-limit yung production niya in the first 2 sets.
Gamzon has stabilized that first ball. Transitions to a point for Rose Doria Aquino. Cal trying to get Ivy going. A net touch by Cignal. But like you said, Neil, that's one player you want to get going here. As we see Fifi Sharma, Nazareno, and the newly instated assistant team manager in Mitch Cobb. Tied at 4. Cal. The toss for Ivy. Still no good. Santos. Pinayungan.
That's an impact point right there for Ivy Laxina. Not easy to get a kill block against Erica Santos. Was able to read the angle of that hit.
Good production there from the defensive end as Lalong Isip was checked at the net. Too low for Domingo. Laxina's cross. Oh, great hustle by Ishi. A free ball for Akari. Laxina elevates and will send that one to the seats.
Ivy Laxina getting consecutive points for the Chargers. They are looking to snatch a set against Cignal HD.
We're seeing more aggression here by Ivy. With an early 2-point lead. Slide attack, sent back. Ishi will attack. And Ishi is turning it into something here.
Gotta love the balance of the scoring for Cignal HD. Everybody has registered their own points already in this game.
That set was slow for said Domingo. Cayuna gets a point for herself.
That's also something that they can work on, yung center-middle connection ng Akari Chargers.
Back set, Soyud. Binalik on that kill block by Jackie Acuna.
We know that Ellie Soyud is really one of the go-to players for the Chargers, but at some point, you also have to help her by establishing good spacing dun sa blocking ng Cignal HD.
Tight. Another opportunity. Laxina. Convincing fashion.
Now she is feeling it. That's 3 or 4 points already for Ivy Laxina, and we haven't reached our first technical timeout.
There's that poison Ivy we were looking for. Deadlock at 7. Pump set, back row. And Akari now with a 1-point lead as we head on over to a technical timeout. Best two words in sports. Game 7. Watch the game winner take all finals match between the Indiana Pacers and Oklahoma City Thunder this June 23rd, Monday, 8 a.m. live on NBA TV Philippines, One Sports, RPTV, and Philippines Live app. Sabi nga ni Neil, he will be rooting 8 a.m. tomorrow for the OKC Thunder. Gigising talaga ng maaga si Neil. Kasi hapon pa yung game natin tomorrow. The second day here in Vigan. That's 4 p.m. tomorrow. So in the morning, you know what Neil will be doing. In the meantime, we're tied at 8. A free ball. Tiamzon. Nice coverage by Danny. Buding says right back at you. Back row hit. Ishii sending it too long.
Unforced error from the HD Spikers. This is the chance for Akari to build on this 1-point lead. Rachel Soltones is up front. Sed Domingo is also there. So matibay naman yung mga nasa harapan for Kamuy Cal. So she just has to find the right timing kung kailan pupunta kay Sed Domingo, kailan din pupunta kay Rachel Soltones. Can also put Eli Soyud as a primary option from the back row.
Tiamzon elevates and scores.
It's like she never left.
Like she never left.
Just by looking at the performance of Cignal, you just immediately know kung paano sila pinukpok ni Coach Shaq in the off-season. They were very busy the past few weeks. They also had a couple of tune-up games.
Soltones powers through. You just love that by the Lady Beast. As this spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin, pasalubong ng bayan. Ten serving 9. Cayuna 1-2. Doria Aquino, great court awareness there. Just seeing an opening as we are tied again at 10. And Rose is loving that one. Just quick reflexes. Tabla na naman tayo. First ball is stabilized here. Soyud, back row. That's a miss hit for Eli Soyud.
Sayang kasi ang ganda nung pasa ng Akari in that last rally. It was a perfect pass from Ivy Laxina papunta kay Cal.
At that time, over receive. Cayuna, back set, opposite hit. Erica Santos with a nice touch to that crosscourt.
She is on a scoring spree. Yan talaga yung kailangan ng Cignal. She's a perfect terminating opposite that can be very offensive and defensive at the same time.
Soltones challenging that two-man block. She wins that battle. Not the love. Gretzel Soltones. Preseason? What preseason?
She's never intimidated. Maybe a 2-woman block or a 3-woman block, she would always go for it. She has so much confidence kasi alam niya kung saan yung tamang angles. Kaya ang taas din ng efficiency.
Buding. Sending it to Tiamzon and the blocking this time of Akari. Eli Soyud with a kill block. Tied again at 12.
They need to bring back those numbers in blocking and serving because in set number 1, Akari had 3 kill blocks and 2 service aces.
That one sailing outside. Let's see what Cignal does here. Kayuna looking to work her magic. I think I've seen that before.
You've seen that multiple times already in this game. Set 1, set 2, coming off a free pass, immediately Jel Kayuna would always go to their middles.
Okay, outside for Tiamzon, but they still have a 1-point lead. I'm just excited for the depth of Cignal coming into that next conference, as they still look for their first championship. A lot of heartbreaks already for Cignal, but they push forward. Isip. That one outside as well. But we have a challenge here. Block touch challenge by the HD Spikers.
Countdown begins for the HD Spikers. Then within arm's reach, get their first win in our PVL On Tour conference.
PVL On Tour, of course. We're going to Cebu, Pasig City, and Iligan as well.
We're also going to Batangas and Montalban.
Montalban. There's a new venue there. And of course, we still have our usual venue in Phil Oil. So a lot of exciting things here for PVL On Tour. This is just our first stop in Vigan City. Catch me and Neil enjoying the empanadas. Yun yung pasalubong namin. Block touch. Pero meron. Left hand. It's... Yes.
Yes, there was a block touch on Victoria. Point will go to the HD Spikers.
So good challenge for Coach Shaq. Gloria Aquino will be serving, controlling this 2-point lead. Nice block there by Jackie. Ravena sending it to Soyud with a putback.
And saw this back to her scoring ways. This is the strongest front line for the Akari Chargers. So dito dapat sila tumagal.
So 14 serving 15 here. Acuna, another quick hit. There's just no escape here with those middle blockers of Cignal as they head into our second technical timeout. Back here in Chavit Coliseum, Cignal HD Spikers with a 2-0 lead. Akari looking to extend this one. And Soyud slowly heating up here. Lalong Isip will try that one. Going to the net. Akari down by 1. Similar story to that first set. The second set, it was all Cignal there, but we like the change up here by the Akari Chargers. Cayuna, what a set. But Santos could not find that one through. Yes, just like that, we are at yet another deadlock at 16.
Back-to-back errors from the HD Spikers that will prompt Coach Shaq to call for this double sub. Erin Pangilinan will check in alongside Giselle C to give Cignal HD a 3-woman front line that can attack.
And can block Pangilinan, was middle blocker in her NU days. You can also play opposite, so let's see what happens here. Timely error there for Soyud. Been good reception by Laksina. And she scores! Laksina having herself a set here.
Hitting the head of Jackie Acuña. That's all part of the game.
So we're tied again at 17. Laksina now serving. And another timely error for Akari.
Akari has been getting a lot of chances from the HD Spikers. We saw 2-3 unforced errors from them. Pero naninigil kasi sila din nagkakaroon ng mga unforced errors.
Stabilized reception leads to that kill by the Lady Beast.
It was such a simple setup from the Akari Chargers, but it was perfectly set up for Gretchel Soltones. Look at that sharp cross, just avoiding the hands of Doria Aquino.
C to Doria Aquino. Laksina keeps it in play. A very high ball. Giselle C sending it back. Soyud will set. Soltones. What a clutch shot by Gretchel Soltones.
Making something out of nothing. Akari grabs that 1-point lead from the HD Spikers.
Veteran move for a 1-point lead. Timeout for Cignal.
Hindi natin mababalik yan. Hindi na yan, ha? Okay? Pagka ano na to, balik na kayong dalawa. Okay? Okay. Aggressive lang ulit. Oh. End game, ha? Okay? Mahaba pa yan, pero kailangan trabahuin natin. 1 point at a time. Focus muna tayo. Hindi pwedeng mag-relax, ha? Okay? Okay, go, trabaho.
End game! What's up?
Akari is putting pressure on the HD Spikers. Let's see how the red shirts will respond after that timeout. Giselle C still has 3 attackers up front. Pero ibabalik na ni Coach Shaq si Erica Santos and Jel Cayuna.
After set number 2, the Akari Chargers were looking for a response. Well, she has been the response. Gretchel Soltones leading the pack here. Now they've got a 1-point lead to work with. They have to focus on these serves. Sharp one by Sed. And that one is good to go for Cignal. Tied again at 19.
Jel Cayuna also flexing her court sense. Medyo dumikit na yung set, but the push had enough power.
Race to 6. We target Danny Ravenna. Battle at the net. Cignal in possession. Erica Santos. That's been her go-to spot, and it has worked to her advantage.
sharp cross has been a problem for the Akari Chargers. Another timeout this time for Akari.
Diba naka-drop, naka-block, dalawa. Itong tao dito, wala yung dapat dyan. Wala dapat dito yan. Nandito dapat. Diba? Dito ka dapat. Ito, nandyan. Sa mabagsak yung bola, paano pinalo? Hindi makapalo kasi sarado yung block eh. Ano gagawin? Cut shot. O di yung cut shot, ito mo pag ganyan. Diba, kapal?
Hey! Hindi na bago sa akin yung tuno ha! Laban tayo, let's go!
Hoy!
Akari! Chargers!
Chargers looking for one last push here. Cal, kneeling set. Buding pops it up. Cayuna. Straight to Erica Santos. And why not kneel?
The blockers of Akari already had their eyes on Tim Tiamzon. Pero we know Chel Cayuna, you should expect the unexpected. She just got that slight delay for Erica Santos.
What a great addition to Cignal, and that one straight to the net.
Double sub for Coach Edison Orculio. Bea Bernafe will replace Camoy Cal. Steph Costrillo will play opposite to replace Ellie Soyos.
See if the UP Fight girls here could spark something as they're down late. Cayuna still at the service line. Just another day at the office. Vegan version for Jel Cayuna. We shall continue. Point for Cignal.
Pass was just too close to the net. They have to remember that Bea Bonofe is a back row player, so there are limitations to her movement.
Two points away for Cignal. Soltones. Cayuna will set. Doria Aquino put up by Bonofe. Torrendes will set up the hot hand, but Erica Santos got a little bit excited there.
She wanted to go to that same angle, that sharp cross from the right pin. It was a short-lived double sub for Coach Edison.
Soyud and Soltones now in the front row. Cayuna. Santos pinabawi, but outside. So Akari just trying to keep themselves alive here.
It's going to be a challenge on the floor. It's a block touch challenge. Erica Santos really asked Coach Shaq to press that button.
A block touch challenge. If they win here, we are at match point. Cignal. Here's that challenge. So no block touch there for Erica Santos. Point stands for Akari, down by 2 here. Tiamzon gets it to go for match point.
That was another beautiful C set from Jel Cayuna.
In Tiamzon, we are at match point. Timeout is called.
gumalaw to, di tapo natin yung katawan natin. Ngayon, hindi mo natatapos yan. Tagayin lang natin.
Chargers!
Back at the game, Gretzel Soltones. Does she have a little fight left in her, but just one more point for Team Tiamzon and the Cignal HD Spikers. Quite the debut for Tiamzon and Erica Santos. Cal will set. Soltones. Bullseye on the target.
Rachel Soltones has been very persistent. And she only started in the second set.
Misreceive. Opportunity here for Akari. Laksina. Still good, but the point for the Akari Chargers. Very much alive.
That's what you want. If you're an Akari fan, Akari was able to force Cignal to give up a free ball, and now they're just down by one.
Tandaan niya, tayo yung last one, hindi sila. Okay? So kailangan pasa muna, tapos atake tayo na mass cover. Tingnan niyo yung nangyari. Pag tumikit na sa net, kailangan tumukover tayo. Hindi tayo pwede tumitigil eh. O, bawiin lang natin, ha?
One point warrior!
Pasok na.
Awesome!
Two set points saved by the Akari Chargers. It will boil down to the first attack of Cignal HD. Can they convert, or will Akari force a first point?
All eyes now on the first ball of Cignal. Soltones will serve. Tiamzon. Oh, Team Tiamzon with some magic as the Cignal HD Spikers get their first win here on PVL on Tour. Now this is brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion.
That was already an ad-lib play. It was actually a shank pass from Cignal HD, but Ellie Soyod mistimed that gift.
May konting welcome back magic na doon si Team Tiamzon, who had herself a debut along with Erica Santos. So the Cignal HD Spikers will win it 3-0. A better fight for the Akari Chargers in set number 3, Neil. But Cignal looking to prove their dominance here early on in our PVL on Tour. Here are the receipts of our final score: 25-23, 25-14, and 25-23 for a Cignal win. especially if you're the best player of the game, and she is with Jana Ejido. Jana?
Our player of the game today is one of our newest Cignal HD Spikers, and that is Erica Santos! Ayan, ganda ng celebration. Debut buenas pala to, Erica. Erica, I want to hear it from you. Kumusta yung naging first game mo as a Cignal HD Spiker?
Actually, pinagandaan naman namin to eh. So hindi namin super, alam mo yun, parang nakapag-connect naman, nakapag-gel, and maayos naman yung outcome.
And when you first joined Cignal a few months ago, tell us ano yung naging goals mo? What do you want to achieve with the team in the future?
Actually, same goal lang, pero alam mo yun, ibang team. Gusto ko lang mag-grow pa sa volleyball player.
And of course, we're looking forward to that. Erica, still game 2 tomorrow, facing Creamline. Pinaghandaan nyo to. How will you prepare for tomorrow?
Yun, back to the drawing board. So, mag-aaral, hindi tayo titigil, hindi lang natatapos yung...
Hindi tayo titigil!
Sa isang game, so yun lang.
And of course, any messages you want to say to everyone watching here at the Chavez Coliseum and to everyone watching?
Thank you po sa suporta. Thank you rin po sa... thank you rin po sa management ng Cignal, sa family ko sa Pampanga, sina Tito, Tita sa John Marktan. So yun po, thank you.
And congratulations once again, Erica Santos, your player of the game. 14 big points for the Cignal HD Spikers. Back to you, Jaime and Neil.
Thank you so much, Jana. Great job today, and congratulations to Erica Santos. Well, Neil, Coach Shaq de los Santos was praying for an opposite hitter, and today that prayer has arrived in Erica Santos as this match went to a win despite all the debuts for Cignal.
This is just a byproduct of the preparation of the Cignal HD Spikers, as stated by Erica Santos a while ago. They really prepared for this conference. Nag-aral sila, nagpa-condition sila, and they're just enjoying the fruits of their labor. This is just the first of many wins for the Cignal HD Spikers, but they really are a consistent contender in all of our conferences. A straight set win against the Akari Chargers. That's already a statement in itself.
The Akari Chargers better set 3 after a sluggish set number 2, but we will see them tomorrow versus the Capital One Solar Spikers. I'm sure gusto nila bumawi dyan, but also a lot of figuring things for Akari Chargers, because like we said, they use no more Mitch Cobb, no more Coach Taka. So, you know, for the Akari Chargers, the journey continues to try to redefine their identity as well.
Again, marami pang wala sa lineup ng Akari, so hindi naman ito yung magiging only baseline nila. Again, ang dami ang merong commitments with Alas Pilipinas, but in the future, we know na lalakas lang ng lalakas din yung Akari. But for now, Cignal HD will enjoy their first win.
And so they will. And if you're hearing the crowd roar here in Vigan, that is because the Creamline Pool Smashers are entering the Chavez Coliseum as they will face the Capital One Solar Spikers up next. Let's take a look at some of our match statistics here.
Well, the biggest weapon of Cignal was their offense. Offense in the front line and offense in serving as well. They were able to generate 50 attacks thanks to Jel Cayuna. Akari had their moments as they were able to dominate the blocking department, but ultimately the unforced errors were just too much for the Chargers.
All right, Cignal HD Spikers, they did it quickly in 3 sets. You'll see them back tomorrow again versus Creamline. But up next, Alyssa Valdez and the Creamline Cool Smashers will go up against the Capital One Solar Spikers at 6:30 p.m. Stay tuned for that right here on Pilipinas Live, One Sports and One Sports Plus. But for now, we'll take a little break. For my partner Neil Flores, our courtside reporter Jana Ejido, and our director Roy Briones, my name is Jaime Escalon. Thank you for watching and joining us here, PVL.